Evaluation, Task 7. Looking back to your preliminary task, what do you feel that you have learnt in the progression from it to the full product?
The difference between the preliminary task and the opening sequence task is that we knew we had the different camera shots to put in our preliminary task, whereas the opening sequence we had a free rein to do whatever we wanted.
When planning for the preliminary, all we did was create a mind map of ideas of what we wanted to do and where we were going to do it. Once we had our ideas down, we booked the camera and tripod and went filming. We had to take a different approach when filming our opening sequence. We had to complete 10 tasks before we began filming.
We researched what a film noir consists, hence the good cop, bad cop persona. Once we had the idea of the good cop, bad cop, we decided we need a sort of villain character. We then decided the use of an idea of a drug addict. As the course had progressed, we had learned a variety of skills and techniques, which have allowed for a more complex and in-depth film. The fact that we had a lot more time to work on the opening sequence meant that we could plan more and produce something that was a lot smoother and flowed better, as the preliminary may have seemed a little rough compared to the opening sequence.
We feel a lot more confident using the camera now than what we did before, and I think that if we had to do another prelim or opening sequence, that the quality of it would be of a lot higher standard.
We did not break the 180-degree rule, as we managed to avoid using it. I feel that we managed to be a lot steadier with the camera, which produced a more efficient movie.
As James said, we did not break the 180-degree rule in our opening sequence, because in the chase part of the opening sequence we are always running from left to right. This is the only part where the 180-degree rule is used and kept. Whereas in our prelim, there is a part where the chaser catches up to the runner and blatantly violates the 180-degree rule when the camera moves from the left shoulder of the runner and chaser to the right side without any clear movement.
I feel that the final product has fulfilled the brief that we were given in some senses, although we may not have covered all the conventions of a film noir and the audience may not get the story from our opening sequence. If we were to recreate the opening sequence, I would perhaps use a lot more still shots and of the lead characters with little live action as well, and including a femme fatale. There's your dinner.
There is your dinner.